Alrighty. Haven't streamed for more than, I don't know, 3 weeks now. So, hoping everything is still set up the way I want it to. Should be live now, though. Hopefully. Alrighty. Finally back. Been traveling all day. So just gonna grind out some arena milestones since I am very behind. Check in on AQ real quick. Should be good. Yeah. I am not going to be clear for a while yet. Yeah, I don't need to jump any energy, so I think we're good. Just get into the arenas. I've done one round in this arena in the last 2 days, so, and that's pretty much the same. Well, I think I've done like one series in the 5-star, in the 4-star featured, so very behind right now, but I've been traveling all day and been busy with the holidays and everything, so it's a good excuse for not having as many arena milestones done. Hope everyone is having a good holiday, having a good hope you're not having too much going on, no end of the year stress. We can just relax and get through some arena grinding. Who doesn't love that? Alrighty. Not sure how long I'll go for, but probably just until I run rounds in the basic and the 4-star featured. Nothing too much. Pretty tired after flying and driving and unpacking all day. But it's good to be able to relax and just grind a little arena now. It's been a good little bit for my account as well. Got a couple new, 2 new 565s in Claire and Falcon, which is very excited. I also don't remember when it was, but I've also rank 2'd my 6-star Corvus. And also I took Captain Beardo to rank 5. So yeah, it's been a good little stretch here for my account. With gifting and, well, everything, just the new variant, all the content this month. It's just been really good for progression, I think, for a lot of people, myself included. So yeah. Hope everyone's been getting some good progression in as well. It's nice when they do a lot of events like this and you can kind of boost everything up for your account and get a bunch of really good rewards back to back to back. Always feels good. I know there are, of course, some people out there who are just having the craziest luck with just piling GGCs open and just getting the craziest rewards loads ever. And we can't all have that kind of luck, but I hope everyone's been getting what they wanted out of their crystals and been collecting resources. The holidays is usually a good time to be playing this game. I also, as you can see, I unlocked suicides. Pretty much once I took Corvus up to rank 2, I was like, well, if I'm going to be running Corvus every single day in Alliance Quest, and Claire now as well, and if I grind in the arena this month, this much, or I try to, it's a good idea to unlock suicides. And it does make things noticeably quicker. Right after I unlocked them, I'd never really messed with masteries too much before. Like I have willpower and I've got a couple points into, or had a couple points in Mystic Dispersion and Deep Wounds, but I had kind of had a standard build that I was just running probably for 4 or 5 months at that point, just because it was kind of doing what I needed, so I figured I wouldn't mess with it. And so I switched them all around, put full suicides on like I have right now, and was like, what? The attack didn't even go up. The PI didn't even change. And then when I came back in later and kind of reopened the app and looked through all my champions, that's when I didn't realize that for that kind of a reset, you would have to like fully restart the app. Like it wouldn't just happen right there. Maybe that doesn't happen all the time, but or whatever. But I just never seen that. So I was like, did I really just get the craziest full suicides bug where it just didn't actually turn on? Like, how is this possible? But gifting is a great time to unlock suicides, trade for all of the carb cores with your alliance, and not only do you unlock super powerful masteries, but you also help your alliance and yourself with all of the gifting rewards. Kind of just a full win for everybody. Yeah, and I had never played Omega with suicides before, so I didn't know what bug people were talking about, where he doesn't get the spore damage for the first 10 spores. Well, he doesn't get the death field damage for the first 10 spores. And I was looking through the patch notes for the update we're going to be getting in January, and I saw that was not listed, so I don't know if maybe that was... I don't know what's up with that, but I didn't see that in the list of things that were going to be updated. So I'm very curious if anyone's commented on that or anything has been said about why that is. But I just thought that was very strange that that had not been commented on. Or at least was not mentioned that it was being fixed for the next update, specifically. Nope, couldn't get the decks there. Unfortunately, even with suicides, Iron Man Infinity War's basic attacks still don't hit, doesn't hit the hardest. Some characters, there's just, no mastery is going to save them. It's going to take a lot of reworking to get some characters. Obviously, Infinity Man's fine. He's not going to get touched, but lots of other characters will. Even just the difference that you get with recoil, with how much more damage specials do, it's very noticeable and very nice. But yeah, even through all the events that have been happening, I spent, what is it? Well over, pretty close to 4,000 units on unlocking suicides on the first day of gifting. So just over a week ago. And just through all the other events that have been happening, I'm already back to close to 2,000 units. So Kabam's been pretty nice about units, at least recently. Lots of arenas to grind, to get lots of battle chips, and just lots of units themselves. I took Falcon to rank 5 and put, I think, about 50 SIGs into him. I think he's going to be better, obviously, once I turn off suicides for it, but he's going to be, I think he's better than Colossus in Labyrinth. And so I think that'll speed up doing Labyrinth. The thing is, like, I need to turn off suicides kind of to test that, because I've never run, or maybe just bring Nick Fury, Deadpool, maybe that's the move. But I've never run Colossus and Labyrinth with Suicides to really know how Falcon would compare. But I also just like Falcon, and I had a 4 to 5 gem. Yeah. I also just don't have Aegon, and I kind of want to do a Pass in the Abyss to try and get a, well, not to try. If you do it, you get a full T5CC, which hopefully would be Cosmic. Obviously, I'd take anything, but Cosmic is really the only champion I have for Corvus. And if it was Cosmic, I'd kind of put everything else on hold and just save up to rank 3. Hold on one sec. Alrighty. I live in an apartment building and just got a random knock on the door, so I need to go make sure it wasn't anything crazy. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was talking about the Abyss. And hopefully, I mean, if it wasn't let's go over there. Let's look at the rewards. I mean, I'll even go. Oh, no, I won't. I'm in a quest already, but I was gonna say I would even go in and do a fight with against Thing to see how Falcon did in there, but oh really? I can't even look at the rewards. All right, I'll just look them up then. But yeah. So for just doing one path in the Abyss, you get a random 6-star Awakening Gem, hopefully Cosmic. I'd put that into Corvus. And yeah, just for completion, you get the rewards. Well, obviously, yeah, you get the rewards to rank 3 a champion just by doing one path. With the T5 basic, the T2A, and the random, and the T5 class catalyst. And if we go look at my 6-star roster, it doesn't look great. And I haven't done a completion of 6.5 4. So it's not like I would just kind of rank up any champ just to try and get Thronebreaker. Like, I would really only be looking for Cosmic. There's no one else here that at this point I would rank 3. Eventually I would rank 3 Masacre. Huge fan. He's one of my favorite characters. And eventually I would probably rank 3 Emma Frost. But those are kind of the only 3 that even of all of these, that I would even consider. And like I said, since I haven't even done initial completion of 6 point of just Act 6, it's not like by getting a rank 3 I could just start getting Thronebreaker rewards. So I would really only, like, I would rank 3 Corvus regardless of, like, I would rank 3 Corvus whether or not it would give me Thronebreaker. But that's not the position that I'm currently in. So I would only rank 3 Corvus just in any scenario. Like, I wouldn't take a Massacre unless I got the skill and could get Thronebreaker by taking him up. And I think that'd be a super fun rank 3. But like, it wouldn't really do anything. Like, I still, like, even at rank 3, I wouldn't use them all too much. I'd use them for fun. Definitely have a lot of fun with them. But I wouldn't be taking him into war or AQ or anything. It would just be a Thronebreaker rank up. Yeah, having a rank 3 Corvus would be so much fun though. I run map 6, so it's like I don't even need my rank 2 Corvus, 6-star Corvus, when I play well, does plenty of damage. But it'd be super fun. And not that it's a competition, but in the last couple weeks, I've been taking I've been collecting the data from the 3 battle groups in our alliance just to see who's kind of using the least units, the least number of items, sorry. Speaking of that, I'm going to go get some I'm going to go pick up potions from the Glory Store. I had to use some already today. Note to self, don't try and do hard AQ fights right after getting off of a plane. Your mind is just not going to be in it. And we'll also go open those, what am I doing? I'm all over the place. Yeah. Yeah, and I was like using items is a good thing. Like, it proves. Oh, just want to get one. Like, it's important to use items. Like if you die, it's important to clear your lane. So using items is a good thing. It's a good thing to show to your alliance that you're willing to use the items and you're willing to spend your resources to better the alliance. But at the same time, it's also like, but if I can get away without spending any items, then that would be even better, right? Like, why spend items if you don't have to? Yeah. Still not going to be clear for a while. Alrighty. Let's go pop these battle chips. I think I'm just gonna save up till I get like 5,000 or 6,000 units, and then I'll do an Abyss Pass. Labyrinth had been like my big goal in the game, just because like it wasn't hard, but I just kind of wanted to do it. Like I think Labyrinth is super fun, and I've wanted to do the Abyss, but I just kind of thought I would 100% Labyrinth first, and just keep, like, I thought the Abyss was way further out, but then if I go look at my roster, I'm like, well, I've got Doom, and I've got Nick, and I've got Torch. 3 of the 4 horsemen I've already got at rank 5. I've got Corvus, maybe I could bring in for the Collector. I've seen him used. And then I ranked up Falcon, who will probably do some work. I'll have to do a little bit of testing, but he'll do at least some work in there. So it's like I've already got champs ranked up that can do it. It's like, why not save up and try to hit a pass? Not gonna explore it right now, obviously. But if I could just get a pass done and then go back to doing labyrinths, like that would, like I'd be perfectly fine with that. So yeah, probably a couple weeks. I don't even know what like my revive stash looks like. It's probably pretty weak at the moment. Yeah, we've got 9 revives. So we'll see how long it takes to build up revives and farm like a ton of potions, so hopefully I don't have to spend units on potions. But yeah. Hopefully I can do that sooner than I expected I would. We'll run 6 stars real quick just for since arena combat is on right now. Might as well. But yeah, look at 6-star Corvus. Class disadvantage, no charges. 4K mediums. What a monster. Taskmaster. Needs some work. Kind of actually enjoy trying to play him right. It's kind of like Mojo. But you just don't. It's just not as fun, I guess, as playing Mojo is. It feels like it's more like do this in order to even be able to use the champion, rather than when you're playing Mojo, it's like you'll still be fine, but it's like you get rewarded for playing correctly. Yeah. I'm having a lot of fun with the game right now. My alliance is doing really well in Alliance Quest, so we're getting tons of rewards. The content's been great. Alrighty. Hold on one more sec, guys. Don't know if you can tell by my voice. Don't really listen to my voice too often to know what it sounds like, but I'm a college student, so I live in an apartment building that's just college students, so you never really know what's happening. It's like you hear someone yell, or you hear people running, and you're just like, what is happening right now? Is there something I need to be running or yelling at? Or is there just people being crazy in the hallway? Six-star Infinity Man is cool. He's gotten me a couple kills on defense. We don't take war very seriously at all. In my alliance, we pretty much, well, not pretty much, we just focus on AQ, but we play wars just to get, like, if we're gonna be all in like a 30-person pushing AQ alliance, like, let's at least get some war rewards as well. And we usually float somewhere in the gold range. So it's like, sure, let's get some wins, even if we're not trying. Man, yeah. 6-star Emma she hits hard, even at rank 1. Man, I like how 6-star shards are slowly becoming more and more common, but I cannot wait until any little trickle is awesome, just because you can't get 18 million points to get all the milestones in the 5-star featured, let alone actually try to grind for something, which, I mean, I've got some goals in this game. Obviously, goals just to complete content, and then goals for other things. Like, I would eventually like to be successful in a 5-star featured grind. And you can't do that without 6 stars. And I've only got, 13 at the moment. Close to a 14th. Hopefully it's not a dupe. Unless it's like a dupe in Corvus or something. Like, I only want new champions right now just for arena points' sake. Like, there's no point in duping Yondu. Like, I just want to get new champions. Oh, good old Black Panther Civil War. When are you going to get your buff? And how good is it going to be? But yeah, 6 stars just gives so many points, man. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sure if I thought about it, I'd have some other goals besides just completion of content, but yeah. Like, I love the arena. Actually, just I really enjoy the game mode. Let alone the fact that it's super rewarding. So, I would love to do a successful 5-star featured grind whenever I can. Obviously, and I don't want to do one that's like I wouldn't want to do the current one. Like Spider-Gwen, she's not going for very high. Like, I want to do one that's like a new champ and be successful. And actually, like, say that I got a featured champion, a featured new champion from the arena. Definitely a big goal. I would also, obviously, I don't know, no one knows how long they'll be playing this game, what the game's even going to look like, even if they plan on playing the game forever. But I would also like to be in like I'd like to be in a top tier-ish alliance of some kind. I'd like to push in wars. Like, I just want to, I love this game. So I just want to kind of do everything. Like, I love where my current alliance is at with AQ. Well, why just do AQ? Why not? Why not assign warpaths? Why not assign defenders? Like, let's do it all. Maybe that's just winter break me talking. But yeah, let's do all of it. Let's crush all of it, man. No need to just peg yourself as we're an AQ alliance. We could do all of it. I think we could compete. We got some really good guys. Dose weirdos. Check us out. Oh, Yellow Jacket. I actually hate fighting Yellow Jacket. I can just never do the special, like with Electro, where you do, or there's a lot of other champions you do with, but I do it most often with Electro, like the 4-hit combo dash back, get him to throw the special one. I can never do it with the Yellow Jacket. And Yellow Jacket's in the first section of Alliance Quest in one of the variations of map 6 on my path. And I hate it so much. And it's in that variation, like I don't get any Corvus charges until after my path in the first section. So it's like I can't even just burst him down with Corvus. Like I usually end up bringing Nick. But now that I'm running Suicides, that's not as good. But it's just like, I can already tell, but Yellow Jacket's buff is probably going to make him even worse to fight against. And I hate that. I'm going to hate it, I can tell. Like, if he's good on offense, great. I'll use him all the time. He'll be my favorite champ, whatever. He's kind of cool. But he just sucks to fight. Super annoying. What was the next new kind of quality of life thing coming? I was reading the patch notes just yesterday, I think. Oh, the undo button in AQ. Yeah, I don't know how crazy that's gonna change things. Like, I'm sure for some, like obviously people take the wrong paths. I'm not saying no one's ever taken the wrong path in AQ. Like, people have done it in my battle group, but it's like it doesn't happen that often. Like, can we get like some of those arena quality of life changes first, like the auto help hit, what else did they talk about? They talked about the save which your filters, so like how here I keep sorting by 4-star. It's like, well, let's get some of those features in. Like, those are going to help a lot of people. And like the undo button is nice, is more of like an extreme thing. Like, it'll help in more scenarios where like no one's gonna write a support ticket because they like have to keep clicking the helps. Like, they're like, oh, that's just part of a game. But people are gonna write support tickets when they go down the wrong path, so it's like preventing that. But I feel like it'd be more practical to just like make the arena better. Let's get these units faster, man. Who else is live right now? I feel like it's kind of late. Let's see if anybody else is streaming right now. Oh, Hobbit's on. Looks like. Oh, AP Wave's on. A couple people streaming right now. Hey, Brayden, what's up? How are you doing tonight? Alrighty. Doing good? That's good to hear. Are you playing the game right now, or just hanging out, just kind of watching the stream, or what are you up to tonight? Hanging out? Yeah, sounds good. But yeah, looks like Hobbit was streaming, and Hobbit stream on Christmas Eve where he got more than $10,000 for his brother's surgery was probably the best MCOC stream thing that's ever happened. Like, that was just so cool to see everybody just donating so much money. Yesterday, I opened a 5-star crystal and got Corvus Glaive. That is awesome. Corvus is such a good champion. Not very hard to play either. You just hit them, get to a special 2, and then normally they die. Yeah, I use Corvus a lot these days. I use him in Alliance Quest, so I'd pretty much just use him every day. I feel like with the rate they're buffing champions these days, every arena fight I do, I'm just like, oh, this champion would be cool to buff. Oh, this champion would be cool to buff. Like, I was just thinking right there, oh, Guillotine. It'd be cool to buff her. She's a pretty cool champ. She's a Kabam original. Very important to the MCOC story. And it's just like, well, I'm sure eventually she will get buffed. She's not a bad champion as it is. She just doesn't bring a whole lot to the table that would make you use her over some other champs. Like, if you pulled her and she's kind of your only option for a while, like, she's not bad. She can get some work done, but there's just a lot of other champions that beat her out. But yeah, if they're going to actually commit to buffing like 2 to 4 champions every single month, like pretty soon every champion hopefully will at least be usable. Like, they're not all going to be the greatest, but like even the new Daredevil everyone's been pretty upset about. I guess upset isn't the right word, but everyone's kind of disappointed with. Like, he's miles better than he used to be. So it's like, even if it's just that kind of transformation, like from old Netflix Daredevil to new Netflix Daredevil, like, I think everyone should kind of be happy with that. Like, that every champion you pull, then you're at least like, well, this isn't the best pool ever, but at least this champ can get some work done, and maybe even has some like unique synergies or unique abilities that they can do something that other champs can do. Like, at least, like, hopefully they hopefully what they do is just kind of even everything out. So every champ just kind of has their own little niche and their own little bit of use that they're going to get. Not every champ doesn't need to be game changing. Same with Falcon. Like, he's not the greatest champ, but he's miles better than what he used to be. Like, it was hard to get worse than old Falcon and old Netflix Daredevil. And now they're both, like, I think Falcon's better, but they're both decent enough champions. I am very curious to see the February buffs. Hopefully, I mean, obviously all we can do right now is hope, but I would like to see all 4 champions be really good. Terrax especially. I already have a rank 3 5-star Terrax, just kind of in the hopes that he would, I did it before his buff was even announced, just because I like him. I think he's really cool looking. I think he's fun to play. But hopefully with his buff, like, hopefully he will be that kind of cosmic Omega that everyone kind of jokes about. But hopefully, like, I don't want him to be Omega Red, but I want him to live up to that name of, like, at least being able to be a top damage dealer, or even just like be a damage dealer. Like, right now he doesn't do any damage, but he's fun. So if he had some damage and was as fun as he is now, like, that'd be the best. But yeah, we just have to kind of wait and hope until the beginning of February. See those 3 buffs. Terrax, definitely what I'm most excited for. It would be cool if I get another 5-star crystal and get Black Widow Claire. For sure. Excuse me. Yeah, Claire's awesome. Looks super cool. Has a ton of uses. Super sustainable. She is an awesome champion. Definitely, in my opinion, the second best Mystic. I know a lot of other people throw Sim Supreme and Sorcerer Supreme's names around up there, but for one, I don't have either. And I only have them as 3 stars, so I don't have any personal experience with them. But even from what I've seen, like how can you beat Claire? She's just such a cool champ. Super cool. I think in the right scenario, Sim Supreme is arguably the best Mystic. Like if it's in the right scenario, like. But then again, like in most scenarios, like in most high buff scenarios where you're trying to use Sim Supreme, most, not all, but in most, you could also use Long Shot, and Long Shot does even more burst damage. Obviously, I maybe not obviously, but I think Sim Supreme is more well-rounded. Probably, yeah, for sure he's more well-rounded. Like Long Shot is not a bad champion. Long Shot's really good. But just in terms of like overall character design, I think Sim Supreme is better. But obviously, if it's just a high buff matchup where you want to control them with Sim, why not just use Long Shot and control the buffs by just turning them into insane amounts of burst incinerate damage? Like, it's like Claire can control the buffs as well as heal and power control. So it's like that earns her a better team spot, in my opinion, because like maybe it's not just that one or even a couple fights that you want to use her on, but you want to also use her on a mini or on a boss or whatever. She's just super versatile and suicide friendly, so it's a big plus for me these days. I also find that I'm not really using Void all that much, even at rank 5. I think he's awesome. Love his playstyle. But I just don't use him a lot. He's awesome, and I don't think anyone's saying he isn't. But I've heard the same thing from a lot of other people who've taken up their voids. They just don't use them as much as they thought they would. But hey, there's two lines of thinking. So like, just hold all of your resources until you need to need that champion. Or rank up the champions that have proven to be good, so that then you just have a lot of options. And I mean, obviously, I don't know, I keep saying obviously, and maybe it's not obvious, and theoretically, in a perfect world, yeah, you just save all your resources and you use them to counter specific content. But you don't always need the perfect counter to something. Like ranking up the champions that are proven to just do a lot of work. Which seems to work out pretty well for me so far. And just having more 5-stars ranked up means more points in the arena, means higher just overall rating, higher prestige if you're ranking up prestige champs. Like, I'm trying to get over 10k right now. And it's close. We can hop over, and since I'm kind of just blabbing anyway, we'll pull up anime real quick and check out my prestige. That's not what I wanted. Hold up. There we go. Yeah, should be on screen now. Alright, prestige. I lost it. Oh, I'm opening random windows here. Let's see. Yeah, let's duplicate this. Alright. So I'm close. Here's what my prestige looks like at the moment. Namor is Sig 200. Doom is getting pretty close. Colossus, I'm probably not going to feed any more Sigs into him at the time being, just because, well, he doesn't really need them. And there are just so many good mutants, and he's kind of good where he's at. And, like, as soon as, like, I don't know. Oh, Falcon, what is he? I think he's Sig 48. Alright. Like, as soon as, like there are so many champs like this. Like, I don't know, what if I awaken, so that won't quite do it. But Claire's got good prestige. I don't know, what if I awaken Claire and throw some Sigs into her? Like she moves up in prestige really quickly. So I don't know. I'm not going to put Sigs into Colossus, at least for now. I'm planning on opening skill and mutant crystals anyway. Am I? I don't even know. But probably. Even though I already just took up Falcon, I obviously still want Aegon, and the mutant class is crazy. So, like, why not open those crystals? Or I might just open basics. I don't even know at this point, but it's like, I probably won't. But, let's see. Just had to sneeze there for a second. Alright. But Doom is Sig 200, or when he goes to Sig 200, because I'm gonna take him to Sig 200. He's Sig 150 at the moment, but that gets me super close. Alright, so let's say Doom's 200. Then it takes even less. So it's only going to take like 20 more Sigs. Like 76 stones more total until my prestige is over 10,000. So, I mean, I'm looking alright. prestige-wise, I guess. But yeah. Like, I'm not really looking for prestige. That's just one of those things that, like, your alliance is always like. Warlock, I think, is just like a perfect champion. And wow, I just realized my mic had been off that whole time I'd been talking, so that's awesome. Anyway, I love Warlock. Nothing bad to say about him. Except potentially. I'm going to look at one thing in a second to see if it's actually a complaint or if it's just something that feels weird. Back to Aunt May. I'm not going to put it on the screen, but I'm just going to pull it up for like half a sec. Warlock. Yeah. Okay, so it is kind of low. Warlock's block proficiency, I've got to say, it's about 50%. It's about 50 percentile. So it's not bad. Like it's perfectly average, right? But when I play Warlock and if I miss a couple parries just throughout the fight, or I'm just baiting out a heavy for whatever reason, who knows? But if I take a couple blocked hits, like you can feel it. You can feel his block proficiency is low. When you get the parries, that armor up, and just his natural armor, which I don't even know what his natural armor is, but like his natural armor isn't great either. I mean, I guess overall Warlock's base stats like are good. He's topping crit damage, like literally. I think he's tied for number 1, or at least like number 2 maybe. But other than that, like his stats are good. He hovers above or around average. But yeah, Warlock's an awesome champion. Very few bad things to say about him. Hard not to like the man. But yeah, like if his block proficiency and his natural armor were higher, like he'd be even better. Just stand there and tank even more. I think he's probably also the best for the Havoc in the Abyss, right? I don't think I've ever actually seen people use Colossus, but it's one of those things that's like, Colossus has to be good, right? He's got to be good for that fight. He's Colossus. But I haven't ever really seen anyone use Colossus in the Abyss, so I'm not sure how good it would actually be. But I feel like it would be good. And if I could play Colossus, I probably would rather, because I'm just more comfortable with Colossus still at this point. But if Warlock is actually like way better for that fight, I imagine I'll be bringing in Warlock for the paths where you have to take a Havoc. But I mean, he's not on the easy path, so that wouldn't be any time soon that I'd be taking those fights. I wish I could. I wish I could just do it all right now. That'd be so much fun. I love doing that kind of content. Any of that long content, like the 2 paths of Labyrinth I've done, I thought were super fun. Just that marathon style. How good are you still after being in there for literally hours on end? Like, are you still fighting as well, or are you just kind of just trying to hold on with every last unit man percentage point you've got left, or are you still on top of your game that whole time? Yeah, I love it. I love that content though. Alrighty, getting pretty close to the end here. I think I've got just like a couple more rounds here to run. Then I'll dump the rest of my energy, see if I'm clearing AQ, and then maybe do a raid of 1, since it looks like I'm the only person in here right now. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try and stream pretty regularly. Probably won't the next probably 3 nights, just because I will be working. But hopefully after that I'll be able to get on to a pretty regular schedule. We'll see once the semester starts back up. See how much I'm actually able to stream in between doing schoolwork, and probably have to wait a week into it or so until I get a schedule. And it definitely won't be every night, because there'll definitely be things that come up where I can't, but maybe I'll try like Friday, Saturday streams during the school year. See if I'm free some other days during the week. Try to get some more in. Maybe or I'll maybe try to work on some actual like video content. That way I'm not just relying on like people finding the channel just by rooting around through random streams. Well, just like we'll have to see how it all goes. But I think a lot of people say this really early on, but it's true. Like if you're already sitting here basically saying these things to yourself as you're playing the game, like why not at least try and find out if someone else would listen? Oh, Buff Green Goblin. That special 2's already so good. Yeah. Yeah, I think this will be the last round here for the night. I'll try to run the basic again before I go to bed, but these 6-star, I mean the 5-stars won't be on cooldown before I go to sleep, so at least I hope not. I'd love to take this Sentinel up to rank 4, and I'd like to, I mean, I don't have a tech gem right now, I don't think, but I'd also, he would tear up the rest of variant 3 that I have, along with my new Warlock. It'd be a great duo. They also go right over and do the rest of variant 2 then. Like, and then that Sentinel would also help me in variant 6. The rest of that I have to do. Like getting Sentinel ranked up would help a lot to clear out the rest of the variants that I have to do. I mean, I guess I'd like to rank up every character. Like, there's no character that I have at rank 3 that I don't want to, like, eventually at some point max out. Like, why would I be playing them even at rank 3 if I didn't like them to some degree? Like, even Star-Lord right here, like, I love Star-Lord. There's something fun about playing one of the classic gods of the game. And I love the ramp-up style characters, so he just kind of fits right into everything perfectly. Alrighty, that'll be the last of the arena for the night. Nice, nice. Just under 2,000 right now. That is good to see, though, especially after I just spent so many recently. Nice, got the, at least, like, I try to get at least just the revive at the minimum here, and then and the extra units. So there we go. Up over 2,000 tonight. That is good to see. Alright, see if I'm clear yet in AQ. just barely not. Look at that. He's even just sitting right there. Who is it? Noob. Alrighty. Well, let me see if Hobbit is still streaming. And I'll go do a raid of 1. He is. That is awesome. I love Hobbit. I will get that. And go say, what's up to Hob? Hashtag Big Daddy raid of 1. Thanks, everybody.